Mavs fans, what's going on? Welcome into All Things Mavs. And today I'm going to be breaking down a free agent wish list that Bleacher Report put out for our Dallas Mavericks in their most recent article. But before I break down those players, I want to talk about the free agents the Mavs already have under contract that are coming up this summer. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s got a player option. Meanwhile, THJ is going to be hitting the open market as an unrestricted free agent after re-signing last summer. Willie Cauley-Stein, one of the newest additions to the Dallas Mavericks, also has a player option. No idea what he's going to do with that. Courtney Lee and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist also unrestricted free agents. Both of those guys definitely coming off the books. But one of the guys that Bleacher Report already has on their wish list for the Mavs is Tim Hardaway Jr., the guy who has a player option in Dallas this year, along with Avery Bradley and Mason Plumlee. Those are the three guys we're going to be talking about today. But maybe there's a guy not on this list that you want to see the Mavs chase after in free agency. Who might that be? Let me know in the comment section below. Or maybe you think their top priority should already be Tim Hardaway Jr., Mason Plumlee, or Avery Bradley. Whoever you think it might be, type it down in the comment section below. I'm going to take a look and let you know what I think. But before we get there, I got to tell you to subscribe to our brand new All Things Mavs channel. We're growing at a rapid pace. We're already at over 2,000 subscribers. So if you haven't hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do that at youtube.com/allthingsmavs. And if you have, I want you to comment #MFFL. Just let us know how big of a Mavs fan for life you truly are. Now let's talk about Tim Hardaway Jr., one of Dallas's own. Now, like I said, he's got a player option, and it's worth $18.9 million. And if you told me at the beginning of the season that Tim Hardaway Jr. was thinking about opting out and getting more money elsewhere, I would have called you crazy. But now, he's having a great season in Dallas. There is a chance he could get more than that in the open market, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes ahead and accepts that player option for nearly $20 million, because that's a great deal for him, and it's a great deal for the Dallas Mavericks after Tim Hardaway Jr. has been such a great player for Dallas, really the third piece in the Mavericks offense. This year, he's been averaging nearly 16 points per game, 2 assists, and 3 boards. And I say it so many times on this show, but the best thing about Tim Hardaway Jr. is his consistency from beyond the three-point arc at over 40%. Like I said, he has emerged as this third option next to Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Beginning of the year, we didn't know if he was going to start. We thought maybe Justin Jackson might start over him, maybe Dorian Finney-Smith in place of Tim Hardaway Jr. They went with Seth Curry in the early parts, and then Tim Hardaway Jr. got his chance, and he absolutely shined. Rick Carlisle loved him, and he continued to trust him and trust his playmaking ability with the ball in his hands. Now, like I said, three-point percentage, that is what Tim Hardaway Jr. does so well. In fact, so well that he's one of only 4 guys to have knocked down at least 185 three-pointers and made more and shot better than 40% from 3. Duncan Robinson of the Miami Heat is shooting nearly 45%. Davis Bertans of the Washington Wizards at 42%. Bojan Bogdanovic, who actually just got hurt and won't be playing if and when the NBA season comes back, at 41%. And then there you have it, Tim Hardaway Jr., the next best percentage at 40.7%. I think he needs to be the Dallas Mavericks' top priority this summer if he opts out. I say go ahead and keep the band together. Don't look to add too much. Don't try to blow up what you already have in Dallas with the chemistry. Keep Tim Hardaway Jr. in the mix and keep him as your starting 2 guard. But before he even becomes a free agent, he has to either opt in or opt out of that deal. So I want you to go ahead and make a prediction down in the comment section below. What will THJ do? Will he opt in or opt out of an $18.9 million contract? Type 1 if you think he's going to opt in. Type 2 if you think he's going to opt out. Now let's move on to another player here that Bleacher Report had for the Dallas Mavericks to target, and it's Avery Bradley of the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, he has a $5 million player option coming up this summer, and I do think there's a good chance he will accept that player option, because I don't think he's going to get more than $5 million on the open market, but he could, and maybe the Mavs are the team that will give him that money. However, I think he's a little redundant with Delon Wright. Does a lot of the same things that Delon Wright does for the Dallas Mavericks, and Avery Bradley for the Lakers had a good year. 8.6 points per game and 2.3 rebounds. Now, assists per game, he's not a big playmaker because, let's face it, LeBron James has got the ball in his hands, and he's shooting 36.4% from 3. All of those are pretty good numbers, but really what Avery Bradley does best is defend other point guards and defend shooting guards, and really, he can defend some small forwards as well. But like I said, is this basically just Delon Wright 2.0? I mean, they're basically the same player. You just went out and did a sign and trade for Delon Wright. Didn't really play all that much for the Mavs this past season. We saw a little tiff between him and Rick Carlisle in the middle of the year, but you look at their numbers and they're really, really, really similar. Avery Bradley, 8.6 points per game. Delon Wright, 7.3. Yeah, Bradley scores a little bit more, but it's because he plays a little bit more. However, Delon Wright, the better playmaker, the better rebounder. He's a more efficient three-point shooter, and he gets more steals per game as well, which is what you want Avery Bradley to do as a defensive point guard, is go out and get those steals. But Delon Wright's already doing that. So Bleacher Report put Avery Bradley on the wish list. I'm out on Avery Bradley because, come on, you got Delon Wright. Just play Delon Wright more. That's all the Mavs need to do if they want a defensive point guard to come in and really make a difference. Now, not to mention, Dallas already has 4 point guards on the roster, not just Delon Wright. They've also got Luka Doncic, who's playing 33 minutes per game. They've got Jalen Brunson, who, yeah, he tore his labrum. Yeah, he's hurt. But when he's healthy, he's playing a lot of minutes, too, at 18 minutes per game. And then JJ Barea, who's really come back from that Achilles injury. He's having a great year, a great veteran presence in the locker room and on the floor, also getting 15 minutes per game. So you throw Avery Bradley into this mix, where the heck is he going to play? I'm out on Avery Bradley personally. I'd rather have Delon Wright, but maybe you would want Avery Bradley. Type AB in the comment section below if you do. If you'd rather just stick with Delon Wright, if you think he's a better fit for the Mavericks, type DW. And that's what I'll be typing in the comment section below here on the All Things Mavs channel on Chat Sports. We are the most interactive YouTube channel you can find. So go interact with us down in the comment section. And after you do that, go get yourself a brand new Dallas Mavericks jersey for up to 20% off. Maybe you want a Luka Doncic jersey. You can get a home or away jersey because, let's face it, basketball is coming back. You're going to want a jersey to rep your favorite team. Maybe you want to rep the GOAT, Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, he's gone, but he's always right here in our hearts. If you want that jersey, 20% off when you go to chatsports.com/Mavs jersey. Maybe you want to go retro. Maybe you want to rock the green because the green is coming back next season. So you're going to want to get a green jersey at chatsports.com/Mavs jersey. Now let's talk about the last player on Bleacher Report's wish list for the Dallas Mavericks, and it's Mason Plumlee of the Denver Nuggets. Now, Plumlee doesn't have an option like Avery Bradley or like Tim Hardaway Jr. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent no matter what. The thing I liked a lot about Mason Plumlee in Denver is that he really gave the Nuggets a change of pace from Nikola Jokic, because Jokic is kind of that slow, methodical center who makes plays, and he's a good passing guy, but he can't catch lobs, not a great athlete. Plumlee, on the other hand, comes in, backs him up whenever he needs a rest, and does exact the opposite of what Jokic does. He's not really great at any one thing. He's a good lob threat. He's got long arms. He's not a great shot blocker, but he makes a lot of sense. The reason Bleacher Report had him on this list is because he does a lot of what Dwight Powell does, and we'll talk about that here more in a minute. But this past season, coming off the bench for the Denver Nuggets, he put up a little over 7 points per game and pulled down a little more than 5 rebounds per game. Now, another thing I liked about Plumlee is that he was a pretty good passer out of the post at 2.4 assists per game, and you see his field goal percentage is great at 61.7%, but that's because he has no mid-range game, he has no three-point ball, he is all around the rim, he's catching lobs, he's finishing dunks, he's getting putbacks in the restricted area. I like Plumlee. I think he makes a lot of sense. I think he would be good for them, good for the Dallas Mavericks if Dwight Powell isn't ready to go a little sooner since he blew out his Achilles. But I don't know if he's like the main big man I would prioritize in free agency, because another guy is a lot like is Willie Cauley-Stein, who's also going to be a free agent if he declines his player option. So what big man should Dallas pursue this summer? Let me know in the comment section below who you guys think. Maybe it is Mason Plumlee. Maybe you want to bring Willie Cauley-Stein back. Maybe you have another, but in all reality, Dallas doesn't need any more big men. We've got 4 already under contract this summer coming up for the next few years. Dwight Powell just signed a new deal. Yeah, he tore his Achilles, but he's still under contract. He averaged 9.4 points per game. Boban, you just went out and you got him last summer, and I like Boban a lot. You just saw him before the pandemic hit go out and drop 30 on the Denver Nuggets, ironically, and he's not playing that much. Give him some more minutes. And of course, you've got Porzingis and Maxi Kleber, both power forwards. Maxi can be a backup 5 sometimes as well. KP's been playing the 5 also. So you got 4 big men. I'm not really sure you need a Mason Plumlee. Yeah, he would be good while Dwight Powell is down, but I wouldn't prioritize him come free agency. I think I just go ahead and prioritize bringing back a guy like Willie Cauley-Stein for a just-in-case scenario and run Kristaps Porzingis at the center position, because that's what worked for the Mavs. That is what worked for Rick Carlisle. And before I round out today's show, I'm going to remind you one more time to go hit that subscribe button on our All Things Mavs channel. Again, we're growing like crazy. I love all you Mavs fans for life, and I want to be able to interact with you even more over there. So again, youtube.com/allthingsmavs. And when you subscribe, I want you to hashtag MFFL down in the comment section below. Mavs fans, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.